What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
And this is Not Another Damn Podcast. Presented by our damn selves. Episode 124. I don't know.
123.
123. Okay, yeah. I'm ahead of myself.
1, 2, 3.
The room was all
1, 2, 3.
BGP.
Uh-oh.
1, 2, 3. Had to drop the old school. For my old school hip hop head, stop the violence. Shout out BDP. Yeah. The legend KRS-One and Company. And I got to shout out the lovely Jazz, of course, creator of J-Sculpt, first fitness belt that covers your entire midsection and provides 100% comfort during your workouts. 1, 2, 3, just like that.
1, 2, 3, just like that. Going fast.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, where the hell do we start? Do we start with rest in peace to a legend? That's a good place to start.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to legendary Miss Diane Carroll. My favorite role of her was Eleanor from the Five Heartbeats. And my favorite scene from that movie is when Big Red calls her. It says, "Tell Jimmy he can't hide." If you know me, I say that line almost every day of my life for some reason.
I think
my favorite scene in the
go
movie.
out for you to play Big Red. So I'm gonna be like, can you please bring the Five Heartbeats to Chicago and let Oz play Big Red?
Do a live action version. I'll be ready.
And let Oz play Big Red.
Just like say, "Tell Jimmy he can't hide."
You gotta get the finger waves.
Of course, yeah. Yeah. You could fit me for a wig for that. Yeah.
Get the same way as Sam Jackson had the same wigs. But yes, Diane Carroll passed away on Friday at the age of 84.
Mm-hmm.
And
y'all know who he is. Y'all know who she was. She played Julia, first black woman to have her own sitcom.
And a non-stereotypical role.
Because Beulah was the first, but Beulah was like
a maid.
Big black woman. So yeah.
Yeah.
She was a professional. She was a nurse.
She was a
single
nurse.
mom.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then she did Claudine, the movie Claudine for people. He was with James Earl Jones, and then a young Lawrence Hilton Jacob was in that as well.
Dominique Devereaux from Dynasty.
Yes, correct? That's the one I love because
that's probably the first thing I remember her playing was that character.
Because our mother loved some nighttime soap operas.
She liked soap operas in general.
She
this
loved
is the
all
80s.
That, yes.
So like you had daytime and nighttime were both popping, and like Dynasty was probably the king of nighttime.
And Mom watched
Dallas started first. Like Dynasty was the one that I remember everybody talking about because it was just.
And Falcon Crest was the weakest link. Think of that, or Knots Landing, one of them. Right.
Falcon Crest was probably worse than Knots Landing. I think you're right first.
Because I don't remember anything about Falcon Crest.
Yeah, that's the one that came. I remember Apollonia was on there like for an episode or some shit. Yeah, she's only like it was like probably right after Purple Rain to hide her popularity. Falcon Crest snatched her, got her to do an episode or something to make a cameo or some shit.
But man,
I know that because I
Devereaux.
liked Apollonia. That's the only reason I remember that.
She like the scene Purple Rain when she got
everybody like when she showed her breast. Who didn't like that shit? Yeah.
Y'all would cover my eyes on that part. I was like 5 when I was watching Purple Rain, and I remember you guys
probably wasn't me. I was probably trying to keep somebody from covering my eyes.
Cover my eyes. I remember that.
Was I 8 or 9
maybe
when she came
like
out?
Feast or Kareem or somebody.
It probably
I
was
remember y'all would
Kareem.
cover my eyes.
I'm
I
sure
remember
me
that.
and Feast were like, we wanted to see too. Yeah. We're waiting for like we're hoping Mom and Dad wouldn't cover our fucking eyes. So like, hoping that how we gonna get ours covered. That's what we want.
No, but Dominique Devereaux, and my favorite scene that has been going around.
The pool scene?
No, the scene when she first goes against Joan Collins.
Okay. Her and Alexis character.
And Alexis character. And they go at it, and the shade. Can you tell me the level of shade that Dominique just throws her way, but it's done with such class and elegance. But she just shades all over her. Like, she talks about her champagne, says her champagne is cheap in so many words.
Remember, this was the 80s. This is a height of Reaganomics and capitalism. So, like, rich people were popping. That's why you had shows like that.
So she shaded the mess out of that champagne.
Like Dynasty wouldn't happen before or after the 80s.
Right.
The 80s was the height of capitalism. It's like
Reaganomics, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. So they said, let's make a show just about rich motherfuckers
people.
talking about how much money they have. That's what Dynasty was for those of y'all that don't know.
Making
it's
it
like
rain.
rich motherfuckers like talking about let's
like
do
Leonardo,
lunch. Yes.
Like Leonardo
And
DiCaprio
Wall
and
Street
Wolf
when
of
he was like
throwing
flicking the money and shit. Yeah. You remember that scene?
They were just looking good. And then she shades her about the caviar, and then like when she tries to offer the cash, she's like, "Oh no, I prefer this."
I need mine imported.
The way that she just shaded her
from the bottom of the ocean, that store bought. Like some shit. I'm just making that up.
The way that her character came about, she said that
Alexis and Dominique going at it.
Yeah, she said that Dominique came about because she said that she wanted to just play that, yes, and own it. Like, I'm going to be this classy black bitch. And that's what I am. I'm going to be like,
she was the black
I'm
Alexis,
not going to take
basically.
no shit. I'm not going to take
She was a
it.
black Alexis.
She was.
Yeah.
Because they tried to, like, exile out because her whole character, she was the illegitimate child of the rich guy or whatever, because, like, he had an affair with the maid, which happened. We knew that happened back then. And she was the product of that. Mm-hmm. But now your family don't want to include this half black child. They don't want to
know that you got a
Negro. You got a black sibling. You don't want to include that black
Negro
person
on one of those branches of that
exactly.
family tree.
And that's why Dominique was like, "No, honey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. I'm not going nowhere, sweetheart." And she served it. The shade that she just gave it. She was just so beautiful and just so elegant, so classy. Just a real lady. Like, you know, her and Lena Horne, Dorothy Dandridge, just. Women like that, Pam Grier, just beautiful women, beautiful black women.
Shout out the legend, Pam Grier.
Yes, beautiful black women that were just,
us, at least.
that was just beautiful sex. Like, you know, Ruby Dee, just beautiful women that, you know, earned the kid. Like, wasn't nobody messing with them. Come on now. Like, I'm up here testifying. You know, these black queens did it. And then also she was Whitley's mother on A Different World.
I was about to get to that. She played Whitley's mama. That's what most the people our age remember her from, is that show.
And we know our iconic scene with her. Die, just die. She said to Dwayne.
Dwayne crashed the Baby Please. He crashes Byron and Whitley's wedding.
Would you have me to be your husband?
Kadeem Hardison said he just went for that shit. He said most of that was ad-libbed. And like,
he said that he forgot his line. And he said that's why he said, "Baby, please," because like he threw out to another actor, like, "Give me a lifeline. Give me a lifeline."
He felt the energy of the audience, so that raised his energy. You could hear like his energy go up
emotion
when the audience starts going, get it with like,
because
his energy goes up when the audience.
Because he was like, "Will you have me?"
If he was going normal, and then once the audience's energy raised,
will you have me? Take me to be your husband?
He got more and more desperate as the audience got more and more excited.
To honor, to cherish. Come on, baby, please. And then she's just die. What the shit he put her daughter through. I mean, I loved her as Whitley's mother. What was her name? I forgot. It was something like it was like a sophisticated name. I know that whatchamacallit was her daddy.
Ron O'Neal.
Superfly was her daddy. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then Patti LaBelle is Dwayne Wayne's mama,
and
like the two of them, Patti and what's the name, but the two mothers that just didn't like each other.
Miss Thing, because you know, as a black woman, anytime you call a woman Miss Thing, you know it's on, and it's usually like not being funny. It's usually like a classist thing that's going on. Where like somebody who's deemed like of a lower class versus somebody of an upper class is usually like, Miss Thing, you think that you something with your stuck up ass, and then she's
like, yeah, with your ghetto ass.
With your ghetto ass. Yes, I am the shit. You know, and then they go back and forth. Like the One Bees and the Jigaboos. Yeah. That's better. Miss Thing, you know, like the way she Miss Thinged her.
Of course, my favorite role, like I said, Eleanor from the Five Heartbeats.
She wasn't taking.
She played the wife of the Heartbeats manager, Jimmy.
Yes.
That's who she was in the movie. And the object of Red's affection, Big Red.
Eleanor. Such a magnifique. He kissed her hand. She like.
You know what I'm about to say? Starts with an N is what I was going to say. Like, the way she looked at him.
Because the way she looked at him, like. She was repulsed by him. Mm-hmm. Which I understand. And then he had her husband killed in the movie.
Right after you said, tell Jimmy he can't hide. He murders him. He shows up at the funeral and tries to holler at her. And she slaps the shit out of him.
Doing too much.
You're doing too much,
Doing way too much. But Diane, she's survived by her children and grandchildren. Yeah. And they said that she did pass away peacefully in her home.
Yeah. But she had been sick for a while. I think she had some kind of cancer. I don't know what. But no, she's been out of the spotlight for years.
Yeah, she has.
The last thing I remember seeing her, I was like, was it TV One or like one of the channels that did some Black History roundtable that Wayne Brady hosted, and I remember
nice.
I remember her and two legends were on the same. Her and Harry Belafonte were on the same episode.
I just got all type of chills
with a couple of other. I forgot who else. I remember those two were on the same. Cause like that's Black royalty right there.
Poppin'.
Like back, especially in the 70s, like back then, they were like. They were like king and queen for our people back in that era.
Just show that class, to show that we're not just, no shade, but it's not like we are just a maid or like I'm a sidekick, or as like the thing that we always say, like with the stuff now, like if I was a black character on a show, I would be put in to be the sassy friend. And that's what that
round table thing happened maybe around 10 years ago or something like that. So I was like, I know that's the last thing I remember seeing her on was that.
Yes.
But rest in peace to a legend.
To the legend. Pioneer. Yes.
Okay. Want to go from something happy to something controversial. Let's just get right into it.
Let's
the
get
elephant
right
in the room.
I'm seeing the blue elephant. We'll just call it that.
Yeah.
The blue elephant. And you guys know what I'm talking about when I say that.
We touched on this last week about Amber Geiger, found guilty for the murder of Botham Jean. She got her sentence, 10 years.
And that's why, like, I didn't, like, when I saw the initial guilty verdict come down of murder, nonetheless, it wasn't manslaughter.
Because manslaughter would be about 10 years.
Manslaughter is a lesser because manslaughter is I did not mean to kill you. It was an accident. Murder is I had intent to kill you. That's the difference. Because murder is hard to prove. That's why people always.
That's why I was surprised with the conviction for murder. Because with the murder, I was like, okay, they convicted her because when I was like, okay, because murder is like you got to prove intent.
It's murder.
You have to prove intent.
I intentionally came in with me to come in to end your life.
My goal was
to end your life. And like it could have went sideways before that because like leading up to that trial, they said the Castle Doctrine or whatever. And I was like, if they try to play this bullshit defense.
It didn't fly, but her defense team tried it.
They tried it. And I'm like, how are you going to claim... Like if somebody came in my house right now and did that and I killed them, okay, you're in my house. But you was not in your house.
You and then say that, hey, Castle Doctrine.
I thought it was my house. No, no the fuck you didn't. You did not think this was your house. No. This guy was sitting on the couch and watching TV eating ice cream.
Both of us live in multi-unit buildings. I can't imagine if I'm just chilling, somebody walks in and shoots me saying that this is their crib.
I thought about that personally because, like I said, I have all brothers and you live alone. So it's like, I thought about that in a multi-unit. So somebody came in and shot you and killed you while you just sitting there eating ice cream. No, it's like you thought that you didn't see anything out. Like, he didn't have on a ski mask. He didn't have a weapon in his hand. He's sitting on a couch eating ice cream. So how did you mistake that? Even if you did go in the wrong apartment because you were so tired from working 18-hour, however many long they said her shift was. They said she was out of her mind with like tired and delirious.
But I work a lot. So.
But guess what?
I've never walked in the wrong crib and I work a lot.
Thank you. Guess what? I had a newborn and I went back to work. So I was working, tending to a newborn and going to work full time, working on like 3 hours of sleep. But I never walked into the wrong place. And I was deliriously tired. I didn't even know I even fell asleep now some nights. I would just wake up and then it would be morning. And I'm like, I don't even remember falling asleep. That's how tired I was.
I do that now and shit.
But, so, when I saw that, okay, convicted of murder, and I'm like, well, let's see what the sentence is. I said, before we start being like, yes, justice and this and that, let's see the sentence. I said, okay, step 1, she got convicted. That's step 1. Now step 2, let's give her a real sentence. I was like, she needs at least 20 years. At least. 20 years minimum. That's what she needed. Because he was only 26. You took away this man's life. You ended his life at 26. 10 years. Was she, 30 now? 31? 32? Something like that?
Something like that.
So in 10 years, you're going to be in your early 40s. You can still get married.
Still have a life.
Have children.
You can get another job.
You can still start a whole nother... Because a lot of people have second careers at 40. You can start a whole nother life. And this boy, 26 years old, was gunned down in his house for what? For nothing. So the 10-year sentence, I'm disgusted by that. For murder. Not manslaughter. I mean, I don't claim to know everything about law. I mean, I watch SVU and Law and Order, like that type of stuff. The regular one. And that's all I know. That's my extent of like my law experience. So I don't try to claim to know everything. But
I missed the original Law and Order. Because SVU's kind of trash now. But,
I still watch the old episodes on rerun. Yeah,
Chicago PD is popping, so that's like where I get my fucking fix like that. If there's not a lot of court in that, but it's like I get the police fix on that show, Chicago PD.
Law enforcement.
Yeah.
But so the thing that went more sideways is, and I won't say all this, I know, like, I don't curse a lot, but when I get upset, I do. The fuckery that was involved with the bailiff stroking her hair. I'm like, okay, like, why are they stroking her hair?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
I was just like, what is this? Like, okay. Like, and even if the case is like, okay, because people was like, well, she was an officer, so she's looked at as a colleague. But the second that you are on that other side, you are no longer a colleague. You are a suspect. You are a perpetrator. You're not a colleague anymore. You're not.
You're a convicted felon at that point.
And then she was stroking her hair and stroking it. And people were calling her say that she was mammy. And I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say that. But I would say that a lot of preferential treatment was given to her. And like I said, I think it was a mix of everything.
Continue.
I think because she was a law enforcement officer. She's a woman. She's white.
She broke down in her
she
white
cried
tears.
And did the white woman tears. And I've said that before. White woman tears are the deadliest force on this earth. If a white woman cries and says, I got this, everybody's going to run to her rescue.
Not me, but...
You know what I mean. And say that. We've seen it happen.
Using everybody loosely and shit.
Not you, but you know, the general...
Well, I'm a douchebag.
The general, you know what I mean? The general population, the gen pop is going to run to her way. Not us, but you know what I'm saying. So that's what my feelings were with that when she was stroking her hair and everything. All right,
continue past that. Because like, the good shit is coming.
And then, okay, so then when both them, Jane's brother, said that he forgave her and he asked her he give her a hug, and people started trying to call him a coon, and immediately I didn't like that. I didn't like that they called him a coon.
That's where I was going to jump in.
I didn't like that.
That's where I was going to draw the line. Bailiff, fine, like judge, we're gonna get to in a minute.
Yeah.
Whatever it's like, but I don't think we have the right to tell that man how to grieve the death of his brother. Exactly. If that's what's gonna help him get closure, hugging her, then do
so
it.
be it.
We're not living his life.
Like I said,
so I've never lost a brother, neither have you. So I don't know how I would react.
Like we've lost a parent,
yeah,
but we haven't lost a sibling.
Mm-hmm.
And especially in that marriage, your sibling was murdered for nothing. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like people die every day, B. It wasn't like that. Like he was like a street dude and got caught up in the life. It wasn't that type of thing.
A car accident.
A car accident.
Happens. It's like that.
Because we have people who've lost siblings in car accidents, and it was difficult for them. But his closure, how he chose to grieve and to get closure.
I didn't like the attacking him.
I didn't like them calling him a coon. I didn't like that.
It's like, me personally, I don't see myself doing that just because that's like not how I was raised.
That's not how I was raised.
But
especially the way we were raised.
If that's how he wants to fucking do it, I say, yeah.
Yeah. And like, that's my thing is, and I'm gonna borrow from there because people were saying, well, as a Christian, I'm like, I can't relate. I'm not Christian.
I'm about to get
That's the first thing. I'm not Christian. I put it out there. I'm
about to step on some toes.
I'm not a Christian.
Glad I got J's on right now because I'm about to step on some toes.
Step on my J's.
I'm stepping on some toes right now.
I'm not.
I don't think I'm gonna be very popular with the Christian community after this episode. But go ahead.
I was like, I'm not Christian, so my thing is, and I put myself personally in this position because I'm like, I have all brothers. Especially, like I said, I'm very close to you. You live alone, everything. I'm like, if somebody came in, murdered you, and a year later, they only got 10 years for your murder, and it's like, my brother is one of my best friends. My brother, I talk to him almost every day. I can't talk to him no more. The closest that we had, that would devastate me. And I could not
forgive. Podcast wouldn't exist anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. I could not forgive somebody a year after they killed you. I could not. In time, could I learn to forgive? Because when you do just let hate just fill you, it eats at you. It destroys you. But a year later, I would not be over that a year later. So he's better than me. I can say that. This 18-year-old is a bigger man than me. Bigger than I ever was at 18, at 38. He is, because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it personally. So for him to show that maturity and to do that at 18, it shows a great deal of maturity in him. I couldn't do it personally myself because it's like, as Black people, and I feel too, and I'm going this way, I'm bringing it back. As Black people, I feel like sometimes that a higher standard is set upon us. Like, we're not expected to react like if a police pulls us over and has a gun in our face and asking for us to get registration. We're supposed to remain calm at all times, not make any sudden movements. we're expected to
that's survival right there.
we're expected to like not
Shit.
react to things. Like as a black woman in a professional environment, if somebody says something that's out of pocket, I can't go out. I can't show emotion because then I'm the angry black woman. I can't show emotion. I'm an angry black bitch if I show emotion.
I know not to mouth off the police. Just
you're an angry black man if you show any type of emotion. A higher standard.
I'm probably getting shot. That's
a higher standard is set upon us as black people. I feel that, and I feel that if the situations were reversed, if he was an officer who accidentally came in her house and shot and killed her, would her white family hug and say that I forgive you a year later? Probably not. I don't think that they would. Not a white family accepting doing forgiveness to a black family a year later. I don't think it would happen. I don't know. It didn't happen like that, but I'm speculating.
We're gonna circle back, but getting to the judge and everything. Yeah, the judge hugging her. That was taking a little out of context. I saw the whole thing is like the judge just didn't get up and hug. It looked bad and shit.
It did look bad
at first, but I think the judge was consoling the family, and she like was standing there like, "Where's my hug?" And like the judge reluctantly hugged her. That's how the whole thing went. But you know, the internet like isolated that and shit. Isolated that one.
We live in the social media world, so we just live on freeze frames.
Isolated that.
We live on 5-second freeze frames. That's what we live on in the internet world.
Yeah, the judge still shouldn't have hugged, but the judge didn't make it a point to like, let me hug this fucking killer and shit. It's like, that's not how
I just don't think it's appropriate for judges, period, to like show emotion like that to a convicted felon, because you are a convicted felon now, and I don't think that that's right. I don't think that that's right to do, because as a judge, you're supposed to be unbiased, impartial. You're supposed to be, it's okay to like I mean, I've been in court before. I said in my previous job. Like seeing the judge determine if they're going to reunite parents with their children. That's what I did prior to what I'm doing now. But the judge never like got up and like hugged the parent or anything like that. Like the judge like would make stuff like, I see that you are trying to do your thing, but you got to get it together.
Which is why SVU was bullshit. Like because they get way too close with the victims.
They do.
Especially Marissa Hargitay's character.
Olivia,
It's like,
Olivia, didn't she like adopt one of them kids or something?
And she gets so emotionally invested with these victims. Like, you're supposed to be, you're not supposed to get close to the fucking victims.
You can't get emotional with that. It's
like, you can't take your work home in that line of work. Like in real life, Liv would have been fired years ago. And shit, like, you taking this, you getting way too close to we gotta let you go.
And then
you can't handle this shit.
And then she let stuff slip that she should not let slip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
your Liv's not cut out for special victims. She'd have been back to like writing parking tickets.
Writing the beat, walking the beat.
You're back on the beat, because you can't handle this shit. Yeah,
it's too much.
It's like in real life, she'd have been taken out of that unit 20 years ago.
would have too, because of the police brutality.
Yeah,
because he was just angry. He was just beating everybody up. Yeah. But I like that he was kick ass. He beat everybody's ass.
But we finished with the judge and shit. Did you have more to add about the judge?
Like I said, I just think that it was just not in the best professional light to do that, because as a professional, you have to remain
neutral,
cool, calm, collected. And
it's like playing poker. You can't show emotion. And
especially with us. And like
you show emotion and shit, you're done.
And I'm going that other level because she was a black woman. I'm sure it's not a lot of black female judges in Texas.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not.
In America.
But I'm saying, but let's
just
isolate that pocket of Texas. So
I'm working on getting one in Chicago, a black female judge. Go ahead.
Yes. We need more sisters. We need more sisters. Yes. But it's not a popular thing. So when you don't look like the majority and you are in the minority, the rules are different for you. So what the boys do in the boys club, the white men in the white men's club,
old white men,
you can't do that. It's just, I mean, I hate to say that, but you just can't do it. That's just our reality. We can't do that shit. We can't.
Shit.
Like I said, I can't get angry and show emotion with stuff. I'm an angry black bitch if I do it. I can't do that. If he shows emotion, he's passionate. He's just driven. It's
just like in sports. Like I always say, the black guy's arrogant when he celebrates. Like Cam Newton's arrogant, but Brady's not. So
Michael Vick was an asshole if he does it.
But Tim Tebow wasn't. He just sucked. But Aaron Rodgers is not. He's an actually good quarterback.
For some reason, which McCoy is safe guy. They like Russell Wilson. He's safe guy.
Russell's the token. That's one they like.
He's safe guy.
Hey, we like that one.
And he got a black wife. Shout out, Black Love.
But we
Black Love.
that black guy, that black quarterback. But
Yeah.
Vic and McNabb, Newton, none of those guys.
Wilson is like the Obama of it. He's a safe black guy.
Ironically,
Yes.
a safe black guy before 2016 was Colin Kaepernick, was a safe black quarterback.
Well,
the irony there.
People didn't know he was black.
That's
That's
what
the
I'm
first part. People didn't even know he was black
Nobody
at first.
did.
Nobody knew he was black.
Because his name is Kaepernick, and then you hear the
Kaepernick.
way he talks. Hi, I'm Colin Kaepernick.
Kaepernick.
And then you look at him, he looks ambiguous. So
Yeah.
like, how many people even knew he
He
was
just
black?
looked like he just tanned.
Until he took that knee, nobody knew he was black.
Yeah, until he took the knee, and then when he grew out his hair, you
the
saw
knee
the kink.
started it, the hair
You saw the
continued it.
kink. Yeah, he was like, oh, okay, I
When
see
he
that
took
kink.
that knee is what started. The first time he took that knee is it was all over.
His hair was looking like my baby's when he has
Mm-hmm.
his fro. His fro was looking like Khalil's. So I'm like, okay, he is black. I see that fro. I see
Mm-hmm.
that fro right there. That's black. That's black hair. But I didn't know he was black until he took the knee. I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was a white guy.
I didn't really think about his race. He's just racially ambiguous.
Who's about another safe black guy? Dak Prescott. He's
Dak, they like Dak.
because he looks ambiguous too. I didn't know he was black too. And Marcus like he's black. I was like,
Yeah.
he is.
That's
I
what.
squinted. I was like,
That's
he
why
is?
a lot of people
Okay.
like the Cowboys and a lot of black because they got Dak, they got Ezekiel Elliott. Well, Ezekiel's hectic, but yeah, like, they got a black quarterback and a top black running back. And the Cowboys are having a good season, even though I haven't been watching, but I know what's going on in the NFL. So a lot of blacks are like rooting for the Cowboys this year.
Yeah.
For some reason. Shout out Charlemagne, that's his squad now.
Shout out Lucky. That's Marcus's boy.
Love Buck, okay,
Lucky's
yeah.
a Cowboys fan. Yeah,
And I was
Lucky.
into the Cowboys back in the 90s because, let's be honest, the Bears were fucking trash then. So, yeah. And the Cowboys were amazing.
That's why I didn't get into football until maybe 10 years ago.
From the time when Peyton retired up until the Lovie Smith era, probably the Bears were like horrible. From 87 up until about
when I got into it. Yeah.
87 up until about 2004 and shit. The Bears were fucking horrible and shit. So all the 90s, they were trash.
That's why I opted for basketball.
You didn't miss much, but the Bulls
were amazing.
6 titles.
The
in
Bulls
90s,
were amazing, so that's why I went to the Bulls. So.
And then around 04, it's like the Lovie Smith era is when the Bears started turning the corner again.
Who's our coach at Illinois?
That's Lovie. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's Lovie. Yeah, so we got a black coach. So hopefully we turn a corner.
But getting back, how did we get back? How did we start talking about fucking football?
We love sports.
We just turned our fans off again.
What you said about the thing
Yeah.
about the judge. Okay, we done with the judge, but you about to crunch on these bunions and corn.
Christian toes. Let's do it.
Camel toes.
Woo.
Let's crush him.
I tweeted this out because let's go to fucking Twitter. Let's go to Twitter. I'm gonna see exactly what I put and why I put it.
Ozman saying on Twitter?
What I put and why I put it.
Like I said, I was out of the loop for a while because, like I said, this week I was using it to get my strength back. And as you guys hear, I sound a lot better. I'm not in pain no more. I had a little bit of pain still, but I'm not really in pain no more. So the real Naima is back. She's back, and I ain't going nowhere. But you said that
I'm trying to get my hold.
We want your direct quote. I want to hear verbatim.
So it's fucked up. I don't remember what I fucking posted. I put so much stuff. I want to get it word for word. I'll start with Tariq Nasheed. I don't know if you know him. He's he's woke. He's for the people and shit.
Well, his name's Tariq, so
yeah, Tariq Nasheed. So
you start with Tariq.
Yeah. And he was talking about it's basically a thing that started about Trump. He's basically saying what's interesting about what's the difference between the Democrats and Trump. It's saying the Democratic Party is corrupt too and shit.
All that shit's corrupt.
That's where it started because and then I tweeted out with him. I said the 2 biggest problems holding back the black community are the Democratic Party and white Jesus. Because I tied in the whole Trump thing with Botham Jean and Amber Geiger. I tied it all together.
Whoa.
Because that's what a lot of this was, with all this hugging and we forgive you, white Jesus. And during slavery, you saw Birth of a Nation. They used the Bible to keep the black folks in check, to keep them from rebelling against your master.
Right, and then
it's in the Bible. It says Bible says be loyal to your master. Don't go against them. If you want to get into heaven, Hey, you gotta
You show that one.
Obey your master.
But you what we always say. What's the thing? We always say context is key.
But guess what?
You guys
slaves couldn't read.
They couldn't read.
They said all they could go by is what you told
and
them.
they just have the one.
They have the one to like the safe one.
Safe one. Who they thought was a safe one. But
it turns out Nat Turner wasn't
Nat
safe.
Turner
but they thought
was
he
like,
was.
look, motherfucker, he rose up.
He started reading more of it. Wait a minute, this is bullshit. This is not what it says. It's like, he started.
And you would like to think that, and like I said, we've always gone back with that saying that we would like to think that we would be one of the ones who rose up. I would like to think that
I know I would have
Harriet
been
Tubman that would have rose up. I would have thought
I'd have been a Nat Turner or a Frederick Douglass.
I want to think that I would have been a Harriet Tubman. Yeah. I would think that, but you just never know.
Yeah, we don't know, but I like to think I would have been because just how we were raised.
But as a mother, I'm like, if anybody come and try to take my kids, I'm like, oh, we all die. If anybody try to take my kids, we all just going to die. We just going to be dead, all of us.
But the black community is fucked up. White Jesus is a big problem.
Yes,
because of that, because
we saw Florida Evans on Good Times.
Yeah, but she didn't want to hang the picture of Black Jesus. It's like, no, Michael, we like white Jesus in this house. And James Bible, was like, fuck out of here. Like, Black Jesus is my nigga. That's my one N-bomb right there.
But in the Bible, it does say that, that...
It might even beep that. Who knows? Go
ahead. In the Bible, he was like, lamb's wool hair. Mm-hmm. That's kinky hair. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's some white people that have some kink in their hair. It is. But for the most part, who mostly has kinky hair? Mm-hmm. People of African bronze skin. Skin that's bronze.
So, like, Malcolm X said that in the movie. He said, like, so Jesus definitely wasn't a pale face, as my Native American brothers would say. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's like, he definitely was not a pale face.
And he was from the Middle East. Mm-hmm. And Middle East people don't look very pale.
Like, Jesus probably looked a lot like... Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah. I was going to call like it like bronze skin, kinky hair,
or Obama. He looked a lot. Probably looked more like that than like blonde hair and blue eyes.
Like a racially ambiguous, where you can see that you're a person of color, but where exactly are you? Mm-hmm. That you're not all the way one thing. You're not all the way. Mm-hmm. And then some people say that he probably looked Puerto Rican because they say that because a lot of Latinos are named Jesus.
A lot of people say, it was like Jesus Christos was like, that's a Latino name. So a lot of them say that Jesus probably was Latin.
Puerto Rican, yeah.
He probably was a Latino. That's a lot of them said, he was one of us.
Or he may look like Tiger Woods. Like that type. Like more of like a racially ambiguous.
Russell Wilson, how we just mentioned.
Yeah, like where you can look and you can see that, okay, I see this, but you're probably something else with it. Mm-hmm. Like, Jesus looked mixed-ish. Mm-hmm. Shout out Tracy Ellis. He looked mixed-ish. Yeah. Not blonde hair, blue eyes, very pale ivory skin. But it's the whitewashing of stuff.
And I say this because I step on this. Like, we weren't raised Christian, so I can tell you a little bit about our background. Like, our parents were, like, in the Nation of Islam when we were born.
In the 70s with Elijah Muhammad. Yes.
Nation, yeah.
Not
matter of fact, our mom converted, who was raised Christian. She converted when she met our dad.
Church of God in Christ Christian. Let's go that
Sanctified
level.
Church. Yeah. Bishop Ford, she grew up on that church.
She grew up with
Bishop Ford was not a highway to her. Like that was the head of the Church of God in Christ.
Because her father, they ran the same crew.
Yeah,
they were the same church crew.
That's the church our mom came from. Her side of the family.
Shout out people. If we mention our granddaddies, people still know. Like, oh yeah, that's your
Appleton. Yeah,
that's your granddaddy. Yeah, that was my granddaddy.
Appleton. Yeah,
that was my granddaddy. Yes, he was.
If any church folks was, I doubt, are listening to this podcast. Yeah, Elder Appleton was our grandfather.
68 years he was a sanctified pastor. Mm-hmm. So did almost 70 years. So
our mom, as soon as she met our dad, joined the Nation of Islam. So it was to see the power of the nation during the 70s. Mm-hmm. And like we were raised like that to like we don't worship white Jesus. Like that's the household we grew up in.
We don't worship.
We don't do that here. And we were like that. Wakanda forever. We're Wakanda before Wakanda.
Ain't no white Santa Claus. Ain't no white man breaking in your house giving you presents.
All of that. And they're like, no.
All of that. We're like, no.
Like your classmates believe that, but
we
not
would tumble
you.
That. No.
Not today.
No. That's what happened. Mm-hmm. But.
And like, it was rough being raised like that as a kid, but now I look back like we were right.
We were woke. We were woke before we were woke. Before woke was the thing, we was woke before it was cool to be woke.
Yeah, while everybody else was asleep, we were woke.
is why we mellowed now in our adult years.
Because like what y'all are doing now, we did like 35 years
right,
ago.
like,
So
no, y'all late to the party.
Been there, done that. It's like,
I knew this back in '92. I knew this back then.
Yeah,
like,
in the 80s.
You
like,
late.
Y'all
late.
now, yeah, come on, we've been on that.
Because everybody wore Malcolm X hats when
In
Malcolm
the
X
90s,
came out.
yeah, like everybody was like, and the cats like wearing
And
koofies and horn rim glasses,
and taking the pictures with the
kente
pointer.
cloth and African medallions. I'm like, we been did that, man. Y'all just now doing that. Brother tried bean pie for the first time. Like had that back when I was like Ariana's age. I had
Stop
that,
eating pork.
like,
yeah. I'm like, I never ate pork.
Yeah.
So it's like, y'all late to the party. But yeah,
But so we've been on like
the
I'm gonna
woke.
say white Jesus is bullshit. We've been on that.
Yeah.
I'm stepping on toes now.
You can And then the other thing that people did, and I was like, come on now. I was like, I'm like, ooh. You know that gif of the guy, he pulls out the popcorn, he starts eating it. I pulled out my imaginary popcorn. Because somebody put up a meme of R. Kelly. They said, since you guys are forgiven, are you guys going to forgive me now? And I was like, ooh.
I saw the R. Kelly one. Yeah.
I was like, ooh. Are we going to forgive R. Kelly? Since it's forgiveness. It's the Christian way to forgive your brother for their sins. Perfect we are not.
But here's what people said when he's like, they said my mind's telling me no, but my bad. But my body's telling me. That's what they said about forgiving R. Kelly. Had to go there.
But, but it can't be an apple. It can't be like a cherry pick. That's what I'm going to say. It can't be a cherry picking where you can't cherry pick like who you're going to forgive and
If
who
you're
you're not going to
Christian,
forgive.
you gotta forgive. See, we're not Christians, so
Like,
we don't
that's
have
the
to
problem
forgive.
that I have.
We can be assholes. We
And
don't
that's
have to.
the problem I have when people like I'm sick. I'm so sick of like people talking about homosexuality. Homosexuals have been here since the beginning of time, and they're not going anywhere. You don't have to agree
Real
with
shit.
it. If that's your thing and you don't agree with it, you don't have to agree with it. But respect.
Just don't
people.
hang out with them. It's
Respect
like,
people.
yeah.
They're a person. Respect them. What does somebody sleep with have to do with you? What does that have to do with you?
Only way it affects you here, you're about to step on some more toes. Only way it affects you if you're interested in one of them.
Exactly.
So like,
And then
what are you trying to tell me?
And then they're gonna blow the whistle on you.
Yeah, you might be on the down low if you're really that upset about homosexuals. That means that you're kind of looking at
Try
them.
looking at them.
Because otherwise, if it doesn't affect you, like you always say, if it doesn't apply, let it fly.
Let it fly,
So
yeah.
it don't affect you, so why worry about
That
it?
doesn't bother me.
So like, it's
Live
something.
your truth.
It's something about that intrigues you, which is why
Live
you
your
like.
truth. I'd rather you live your truth than live a lie. Live your truth. Be who you are. I live my truth every day. I don't hide who I am.
Yeah.
Live your truth.
Always.
That's what's wrong with the world now. People are going around lying too much. That's why people are messing down because you lying.
If everybody
You ain't got to
live-
lie, Craig. You ain't got
Real
to
shit.
lie. Yeah, don't lie. But no though. But then the cherry pick of the Bible, the homosexuality. But then it's like, but then you fornicate. Like you're like, yeah, and I'm a good Christian. But don't you have like 5 baby daddies? Like you didn't wait till marriage to have kids. You had sex before marriage.
There's all kinds of contradictions.
You live with a guy like you're not married and you're living with a guy. That's a sin. Cohabitating with somebody that's not your spouse is a sin. If you're going to let's not cherry pick the Bible. Come on now. Like, let's just, just say call a spade. I don't like it because I don't like that shit. And just leave it. Don't try to throw it. Well, I'm a Christian.
Nasty. Just keep it 100.
Well, I'm
It's
a
nasty.
Christian.
You think
This is against my Christian beliefs.
You think it's nasty.
Right.
Keep it 100.
Just
This
call,
shit is gross. Just keep
call
it
a
100.
spade a spade. I have much more respect for people when they try to tie their religion. Like, you're never going to see me tie my religion into anything and be like, well, as a so-and-so, I don't. Because then if somebody points it out, so that, well, in your book, it says that you're supposed to do so-and-so, and then you're a direct hypocrite of this. And that's why you don't do that.
You never see me do that shit.
I don't do that. And most people, like the Chris Rajos, most people, it's like you're not just one thing. Like, yeah, you could be of a certain religion, but you might have other elements of other religious practices that you
Why not just live by the
connect
golden
to.
rule? Is just treat people how you want to be treated.
There it goes.
If everybody
There it
did that, the
goes.
world would be a much better place.
There it goes. Respect people.
Yeah.
RESPECT.
Like, don't do something to somebody else that you wouldn't want done to you and shit.
And that's the lesson I'm teaching my daughter now. Because, like, when she does stuff, and then I tell her, like, okay, when she does stuff to me, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, do you want mommy to do it back to you? It's like, no. Like when she doesn't listen to me, and I'm like, okay, what if I stop listening to you? No, I don't like that, mommy. I said, well, what makes you think that mommy likes it when you don't like to listen to me? You think I like that? No. Well then, don't do it. Respect me. I respect you. It's about respect. Let's draw the lines. But yeah, you just stepped on them toes.
Black folks love some white Jesus.
But it's not even a thing about the forgiveness, but it's just like, why are we expected as black people like to just
I just explained it. The white Jesus shit is that like, you just taught to you taught to respect, to love and respect your oppressor. Why?
And I just can't get down with that.
That's not how I was raised.
I can't get down with that. Like I said, like it's what like in time maybe I can move past, but I can't no, I just can't.
I think even after the 10 years, I'd still be pissed off. That's just me. Like I'm not. Like, if somebody wants to forgive before that, I think I'd probably still be pissed 10 years later.
Because the 10 years since that was bullshit. Yeah. No matter how you try to divide it down, 10 years, it's bullshit. You barely gonna be, and then and that's just a sentence. Let's say you get out for good behavior. She could be my age by the time she get out. On good behavior. It could be 5 or 6, like depends. Yeah, she could be my age and getting out. And I have a lot of life left to live. But meanwhile, he's in the ground, gone. Can't get him back. Because the thing that hit me, and I thought that it was going to go in a more favorable way as far as the sentencing goes, because the thing that immediately struck with me is that whenever they showed their pictures in media, and we know about the media circus because our dad worked for media. So whenever they showed the pictures, they always showed her picture, her mugshot, her looking like, and then they always showed the picture of him smiling with his 1,000-watt beam smile. And that right there, I was like, okay, that's a tell. I said, maybe we might get some real justice because they're showing her in a least favorable
light. They're showing
an
ugly picture of her.
And they're showing him in a living, happy light. They're showing him positive. But we know a lot of times when it be the other way around, when it be like these cops who be killing these unarmed black men, and then they show like the cop in like his police picture, like it's a yearbook picture, and they show a mugshot of the black person. But he's the victim. He got killed, but you show a mugshot of him. Why you do that?
Even though with the Zimmerman, Trayvon Martin case, they did similar to like the Amber Geiger thing. Like they showed the picture they showed of him was like
he was like shit. He like shit in that picture.
Like what's the name? Trayvon. There's a picture of me like 12, like smiling, happy.
Picture.
And then George Zimmerman, his mugshot, where he looked like a fucking douchebag and shit.
He looked like a child molester.
So it was like they framed the Amber Geiger one similar to how they framed that. Let's show him as a shithead and show the victim as like angelic. Yeah, they framed it like that. Yeah.
Because like media, and I'm jumping over real quick, because media does do that, especially like with these guys. I know you've seen the guys like killing their whole family and stuff like that. And they show like the pictures of the guy like playing with their family and playing with their kids. And it's like this one guy, he killed his wife, and then the kids saw him kill the wife, and then he killed the 2 kids. And then but the picture that they show for trial, they show him, they're at the beach like, a family picture, and this motherfucker just killed his entire family. Why do you show that in him in a happy light? He murdered his family, murdered them. White guy.
Wow.
You tell me that. When you can give me that answer about why media spins certain things, then I will have a response to certain things. But give me an answer to that. But that's why I thought that the case was going to go in a more
one way.
Yeah, because I'm like, at least they're showing her in a negative light and they're showing him in a positive. Because the first thing they try to do is, if a black person is killed, well, did they have a gun? Okay. Did they have marijuana? Did they have cocaine? Even if they did have marijuana, cocaine, does that mean I need to die?
Was he the aggressor? Like that kind of
they
shit?
try to spin it every kind of way to try and make it be like, but then it's just like, oh, he was just a kid. 26 is a kid. He was just a 26-year-old kid.
Minding his own business.
Eating ice cream. Watching football, eating ice cream, mind his damn business. And then the other crazy thing about it is the main witness in the case, you saw that? He was found gunned down the other day.
Yeah. I did see that.
I was like, this is bugging my mind out.
Yesterday, I did just see that.
This is bugging. That's eerie. I don't care what nobody says. That's eerie as hell.
It's definitely connected.
That's eerie.
Yeah, it sounds suspicious as hell.
The fact that he
That dude is dead.
That he fingered
The testified.
the way he fingered her in court and all that and this and that and then he ends up dead under
not even a week later.
no other, like the circumstances, like it was a drive-by.
Mm-hmm.
They just find him dead, shot up.
Mm-hmm. Not even a week later. Highly suspicious.
It's very eerie. Like, I don't care. I don't believe it. I'm not a person who's like a conspiracy theorist. I'm not that person, but this I don't like. I don't like that. That's just, it's something to that. It is. It's definitely something to that. But rest in peace to that young man as well, who was, I don't have his name in front of me, but rest in peace to him too. Because that's so scary.
And suspicious to me.
Very suspicious that he would end up dead like a week after. So just be careful out in these streets. And be careful.
We're done with the heavy shit now.
Yes.
Want to lighten it up a little bit. You want to talk about Stacey Dash's dumbass or not?
Her white ass.
Yeah.
Well, we can't win them all, but we traded Stacey Dash years ago. So we traded her in the black delegation. I invited her to the cookout years ago.
Stacey Dash's mugshot did prove one thing, that black does crack sometimes. And so she's made up well, because she looked her age in that mugshot. She did not look young in that. People are like, oh, Stacey looks so young. Like, nah, she just made up well. Yeah, she looked her fucking age in that mugshot. Yeah. So I was like, so that just shows you that, nah, she's just put together well. That's why she looks so youthful and everything. But without all that shit caked on, no. That was the real Stacey Dash. That
Queens
mugshot.
don't crack. Like Mama Angela is over 60 and she's not cracking. Queens don't crack.
Stacey Dash looked her age in that picture. You saw the mugshot. I was like, okay, yeah, black does crack. And
I watched the video because TMZ is on top of everything. They had the body cam video from the officer. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I'm gonna do my best. Yes, I was in a movie. Called Clueless. Because she's still talking about that she was in Clueless.
That's 25 years ago.
I was in high school, so yes, it was a long time ago. Because I actually was that age when Clueless came out, and
she wasn't. She was 30 then. She was your age now back then, and shit.
I was actually 15 when that movie was out. I actually was. But
and even though I only know Britney for a minute, she's a very lovely girl. That wasn't from Clueless, but you know the point I'm making.
and they're like, "Where are you from?" And she's like, "I'm from the Bronx." He's like, I'm from upstate New York too. The officer was like trying to talk to her and try to be friendly and everything. But what happened is that it was a domestic dispute.
Her and her husband, yeah.
Her husband of a year maybe.
Something I don't know.
This is her fourth husband, mind you. She's on number 4.
Yeah, nobody wants to marry.
She's on number 4.
Dash. Come on, let's be honest.
Just saying that she's on number 4, and yeah. So I think that she got into it with, he has teenage children, and I think that the daughter was being disrespectful.
Probably called her a bitch, something like that. Probably happened, teenagers, fucking teenagers, what shit.
And then as the parent, he didn't want to discipline his daughters, and then she got mad and she slapped him, and then he called her because he's a lawyer. Mm-hmm. So I mean, when people know law, like you said, we saw Jennifer Hudson fell off after David Otunga poured out the litter.
I think Jennifer Hudson finished only thing I saw her do was the fucking Jeffersons open on that fucking remake since that David Otunga shit.
Yeah.
That's all I saw her do.
She was on The Voice and then they let her go off The Voice.
Yeah, so is she finished? Is she canceled? Did David Otunga cancel her? Maybe.
Maybe. She should go on The Masked Singer. Maybe she should go on there and...
You know her as a back in Masked. I know that voice.
And I am telling you.
Oh, see, I know that voice and shit.
But they didn't know Glass Knight. I'm like, how you not know Glass Knight? Because Glass has that alto. As soon as she started
got that husky voice.
Yeah. As soon as she started singing, I'm like, that's so Glass Knight. And people was like, I don't know. Could it be Patti LaBelle? I'm like, no.
Yeah, who you think it is? Patti LaBelle or somebody?
No, Black Jesus. I was like, fix it. This is what you got to call him, Black Jesus. Black Jesus got to fix it.
Yeah, Black Jesus, call him all
Black
day.
Jesus fixes
White
it.
Jesus, fuck him. I'm just saying.
Black Jesus fix it. I call him Black Jesus to fix it all the time.
Yeah, guess what we don't call for? White Jesus.
Fix it, Black Jesus. Fix it. But, no, But then she, like, they arrested her. And then, the story gets even better because Stacey claims...
For her race.
Well, she had white, and I'm like...
She had white for her race. Which they claim was a typo, but I think not. We know what it really is. Stacey Dash been like denying her
so
heritage.
She the Rachel Dolezal.
She's like Rachel Dolezal. she's the opposite version of her. She identifies as white.
Well, here I'll take crazy ass Rachel Dolezal over her because she didn't change her name to Nkechi. I'll take crazy ass Rachel. Nkechi, you can come over here.
I take R. Kelly over her at this point.
Well,
I took it too far.
I have a daughter. I wouldn't go that far. Real talk. I wouldn't go that far. I have a young daughter, so I wouldn't even go there.
Yeah.
But
I don't know how to hog tie. Yeah, fuck him. Go ahead.
You're Bronco.
He didn't even graduate, so fuck him. He don't count.
Oh, damn. Oh, the shade. No, but she put
literally people don't get high school diplomas. Go ahead.
But Stacey is said white. And like to the best of my knowledge, Stacey does have a mixed heritage, but her mixed heritage is African American and Mexican, if I'm not mistaken. I think either her mother is Mexican or she's African American and Mexican. I know that her mother is part Mexican or all Mexican.
You could look at Stacey and see she's mixed with something.
Yeah.
She looks kind of ambiguous.
Yeah. Because she has like the green eyes and then her hair and her complexion even. And, yeah. Her feature, like her nose, like even like her structure, the way her face is. But it's like, but you're not white though. Like you're black and Mexican at most. You're not Caucasian at all. So
she put Kabbalah Asian on there. Shout out Tiger.
Like you have no white in her. Well, she has white in her, but
she has plenty of white in her.
Hey,
she's been married 4 times.
Hey,
I'm sure none of those guys were black either.
She had Christopher Williams back in the day. Was she married to him?
I don't fucking know.
I know they had a child together.
And then you said, wake me because I'm having a nightmare. You said, wake me because I'm having a nightmare. She's my nightmare.
I'm dreaming.
Sorry, but we never liked him anyway. Pretty motherfucker. Shout out Kareem Akbar.
Y'all don't know what we're talking about. Go watch New Jack
City.
If y'all don't know what we're talking about, we're old.
One of the greatest movies of all time.
Brown.
Yeah, Nino Brown, one of the greatest villains ever.
Ruthless.
Greatest villains of all time.
Ruthless.
Top 5 movie villains ever. Nino Brown, top 5.
I'd say whatchamacallit too. LL Cool J and Too Deep. He was ruthless.
He was good. Yeah,
he was ruthless. Yeah.
Nino was my guy.
Nino was ruthless. He was ruthless.
Shot G Money in the head.
Yeah. Man. Spoiler alert. 30-year spoiler alert.
Stabbed Kareem Akbar for nothing else.
He canceled that bitch. Michael Michelle, he canceled that bitch.
Canceled her ass.
So he was canceling bitches before Tommy did on Power.
Yeah, Nino Brown started it.
Because Tommy canceled Christmas on people.
He started it. Tommy ripped off Nino. He's the white Nino. There you go.
I would tag Joseph Sikora in his post.
He's a white Nino.
Like, is he a white Nino? I'm going to tweet that out and see if I get a response from Joseph Sikora. Let's see if he responds back to me. But, no, though, Stacey. Oh, and then it gets better because Stacey said that allegedly she's broke and she doesn't have money to hire an attorney. So, well, the black delegation is like this. I
don't see no GoFundMe started for her. And shit.
That's how people put.
They started one for R. Kelly, but not her. And shit. So that shows you R. Kelly is still black and she's not.
I saw it shows that if you just do Step in the Name of Love and Backyard Party or whatever, that you can
make 12 play.
People can forgive all.
And TP2, or like I got into a big argument with Mike Love and Lady Red and Mike Jones about TP2. So, but fuck that album and fuck him and shit. Yeah.
And Chocolate Factory and all that. Happy People, all that.
They said, should I even go there? About TP2 being a classic. Probably because I don't like R. Kelly anymore, so I said, not really. I said, you crazy. Yeah. TP2 is a classic. I said 12 Play is a classic, not TP2. TP2 has some joints on it, though, but fuck him. No. And I know Mike, when getting back to this tied full circle, and I know Mike's not going to defend Stacey Dash because she tried to cancel Mike Love.
Yeah.
Kicked off the set of All Falls Down and shit. Yeah.
See, she ain't been the same since she got on that plane. Her crazy ass got on the plane. She's been
to say she kicked Mike Love off the set. Let's call it what it is. That was all down.
How dare you try to cancel Mike Love?
How
dare you how dare you cancel Mike MF and Love? How dare you? So I stand with Mike. Stand with Mike, yeah.
Hashtag stand with Mike.
Hashtag stand with Mike. We stand for you. But
Mike loves getting some tags in this. Putting a bunch of Mike Love tags in this one.
No. Her crazy ass. So, y'all don't have any money. I'm broke. But nobody is like, ain't nobody trying to like come to her rescue and write her check. People's like, oh, call Fox News. They'll hook you up. Get your money from Fox News.
Get a presidential pardon from Donald Trump.
Yeah, he ain't gonna
even though he got his own problems, he ain't even got the impending impeachment.
The funniest thing I saw that went around, and somebody put this, they was like, they spelled it like the Webby INDE. They put IMPEACH. Whatever Webby said.
Young Webby.
Impeachment. And I sang it like the song. I sang impeachment like that. But yeah, it's a second whistleblower out there, so I don't know. Is Trump finished?
That's what I said, impending impeachment. It looks finished? Like it's gonna happen.
Because people are...
I didn't think it would, but now the Republicans are starting to turn the corner. A lot of them are like, oh, fuck that guy. They're starting to turn the corner.
Because he hung himself. He went out there. I mean, all you had to do was just...
Shut the fuck up.
All you had to do was just tread light. Just tread light. But you had to just keep on just talking and running your mouth. But that's the thing. He's a mouth.
Somebody really needs to like cancel his Twitter. Get him off Twitter. Like, I'm surprised his handler haven't deleted his account. Like, give me your phone. Like, just delete his account. Hey, give me
block
your phone,
him, delete,
dude.
delete, block. You have no access at all.
Sure, he had handlers even before president, but now you're president. You got a whole team of people that do that shit.
This is
just
the
like,
lesson.
give me your phone. Where's Kellyanne Conway at? Yeah, give me your phone.
This is the lesson that happens. And this is for the children don't listen to this podcast, but parents of children, teach your children, if you have a bully in your life, confront that bully and knock him the hell out. Because this is what happened. When you don't knock a bully...
Biff Tannen.
When you don't knock a bully the hell out, this is what happens.
We saw what happened in Back to the Future.
He became a pussy.
And in the Twin Pines Mall timeline, he never knocked Biff out.
Yeah.
But in the Lone Pines timeline, he knocked his ass out. There's like a big difference how their lives turned out. Him and Biff's lives both changed the moment he knocked him out.
Hi, Marty. Hi. How you doing, Mr. McFly?
That's it was Biff gay on the Lone Pine timeline. That was the rumor that he turned him gay.
He seemed very, very suspect because he was just like, I just put the second coat of wax. I mean, I'm just starting the second coat of wax, sir. He was a bitch. He knocked him into being a bitch.
Yeah, and that Biff's quite a character. Remember that time he almost raped you, Lorraine?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Good times. High school was amazing.
Wait, why is it almost a rape?
Why is he hanging out at the crib? He's at the crib.
Like, some guy almost raped me with Marcus. Like,
he's hanging out in the crib.
No.
Like, if you know who, like, he didn't try to rape you, but it's a creepy guy, Oh, yeah. Your haste could be costly. Yeah, you know who the fuck I'm talking about. That guy where your haste would be costly and shit. Not gonna tell that story here, but
oh my god,
if he's hanging out at the fucking crib,
no. Well, it'll be a different kind of story. Marcus would go for that.
You're like, yeah, it's quite a character. That hasty guy was quite a character. I'm not gonna say his name, but he looked like a very famous celebrity.
I can't stop it. I can't. And then to end on a happy note.
What's up?
Did you see Tyler Perry got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
The legend. Tyler Perry, yeah, people say what they want about Tyler, but that motherfucker is cold.
And let's add another layer on top of it.
Yeah, Tyler had a good week for Tiger. No, I mean, I said Tyler.
And you know what else? Tyler became the first African American to head a studio that was not backed by another major. So Paramount didn't back him.
It's with his own money.
Columbia, none of that.
This is his money.
It's his, because all the other stuff is like Ice Cube has Cube Vision, but they're under New Line Cinema, I think, or something. Everybody else has like entities they're under an umbrella.
Tyler Perry Studios is all him. Like
it's
you said,
him.
Yeah, this land as once owned, a plantation, yeah.
Now a Negro
now
owns
one
it.
Negro
owns this. And
Well, they owned a bunch of Negroes, and now one Negro owns. So
this.
I saw the line.
I was like, yes.
like that.
And then when he said the thing about they all cramming to get a seat at the table, I got my own table. I'm good,
Exactly.
Hollywood. I don't need you. I'm good.
That's why Tyler
I'm
Perry
good.
don't kiss nobody's ass Hollywood. He's like,
I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah, you ain't gotta nominate me for no Grammys, no Oscars.
No
I mean,
Oscars,
yeah,
I don't care.
I'm good. Fuck the Oscars. Like, I'm the man.
I don't have Emmys. I don't care.
Tyler Perry.
Like, I
Yeah,
don't care.
I got Tyler Perry Studios though. I don't need
And
no
BET
Oscars.
and BET Plus.
Yeah.
Tyler doing it. So, I mean, whether you like his work or not, you have to respect the
That's just
hustle.
that comes to your personal taste, but
Respect the
that motherfucker's
hustle.
amazing.
I respect the hustle
I
because
appreciate Tyler the older I get. I'm like, that motherfucker's cool.
Because some of his works, his earlier works, I like better, but some of his later stuff, I'm like, about. But
The movie I really liked by him was probably Why Did I Get Married? The first one. That's the one. The original Why Did I Get Married? That's probably the last one I really
was into, because after
one.
that, it kind of started turning.
Mm-hmm.
And then with he had the bad wig, and then the first movie, Shamar had the bad braid wig. Had the face in awkward. No, but real quick. Marcus and I, our first date was Medea Goes to Jail. That was our first date.
That probably is the one right after the Why Did I Get Married? So that's where it probably
And both
turned.
of us, we saw it. We was like, this
Corner
movie
turn.
wasn't good. We was like, this wasn't a good movie. We was like, this movie sucked.
Wasn't that the one Keisha Knight Pulliam?
Yeah, but she was a hooker.
I remember that.
And Derek
movie now.
Luke, yeah.
I remember that movie now.
Yeah, it wasn't good. But that
Shout
was
out to lovely Keisha Knight Pulliam as well too. A
Yeah.
dime piece, but go ahead.
But he got his star, and it's just such a, well-deserved moment for him that this man who doesn't need Hollywood finally, now he put you as a star on the Walk of Fame, but I didn't need shit from you. But you honored
me.
you honored me. You came to me. I never came to you. You came to me.
That is pretty dope, yeah. How this dude who was once living in his car
Homeless, yeah.
is now, Hollywood royalty. Yes, he got a star.
And his
that
new
Walk of
studio
Fame.
opened up $250 million. Ooh! I'm going to speak that into Straight Gully. Come on. We're going to speak that into existence. Speaking here. You got to start somewhere. But Tyler is the man with that. So, like I said, whether you like his work or not, you got to respect the hustle. And I respect his hustle.
Absolutely.
I do.
Let's wrap this thing up.
Yes.
Another one.
Another one.
1, 2, 3, baby.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
10. Thanks for listening to Not Another Damn Podcast. I appreciate each and every one of you supporting us.
Yes.
If you want to support us further, like that Facebook fan page, get at it. Also, you can follow us, hit us up, subscribe, share, rate, review, I should say, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What up, Tasha?
Hey, Tasha.
Also on YouTube, audio only, video coming soon.
Yes.
And follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram and Twitter, Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. And in a work in progress, still to this day, OzRadio.net. We're going to get it there, but it's a work in progress. Just like Tyler Perry Studios. There you go. Yeah. It's coming soon. It's up now, the up and running. You can hear the music, yeah. And you want the 90s and 2K classics, got OzRadio.net, the bomb, also a work in progress.
And then also real quick for me, happy anniversary, 6-year anniversary to my husband, Marcus. Yay.
Good shit.
We did it, baby. Okay. But you can follow me, MSIMAH626 on Instagram and on Twitter. And also you can do STRAGULLEY1 on Twitter, STRAGULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs, and check out straightgullyproductions.com.
And I gotta say, rest in peace to my homie, Big Pat.
Yes.
Sent him home this past week. Great homegoing service. It was a party almost. It turned into a party. I had to get out of there early, but rest in peace to the homie, Big Pat. Yeah. I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
And we will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.